What's going on, Bigfoot world? We're gonna get it started, but you know the routine, guys. First thing first, can you give me a thumbs up, guys? Let me know if you can hear me, see me. We got a good picture tonight. I guess we've been having problems with internet overload and everything, but we're gonna try it anyways. If it dies, I'll just jump onto another one. So just come and find me, guys. Hopefully, more people than 20 just jump on there. Thanks. Thanks for the heads up. I know, Harry, it's party time, but what's going on, Bigfoot world? I'm running like 3 minutes late. You guys start cussing me out. You was conversating on your own. You was doing a good job. What's going on, Robert? Snoop, my man, Snoop. Thanks, Snoop. I see you, Steve. My man, Brian, up there talking shit. Why you looking for my mom for? There he is too, go. She be on here somewhere. If she probably already on here. But it's good to see everybody on here. Another Friday Night Live. Guys, as you can see throughout the week, I got a pretty decent spot. I got lucky. I followed the leans and the X's and the arches and all that good shit all the way back up in, pretty much up on top of that mountain. And it paid off. I sat right where he sets at. It was like, it was amazing where you could tell where he sets at. It was structured up the whole way around him on the end of that cliff, the corner of that cliff. And if you walk around, you see that big waterfall coming down. It's an amazing place. New in your channel, welcome to the Bigfoot world. On Friday Night Live, if you're new, guys, we talk about everything and anything, whatever comes to mind. Shit, we's even talking about porcupines, how the porcupines mate. That one, I was stuck on that one. You guys remember that shit. My man Nate from all the way from Michigan. That's one good thing about Friday Night Live. We talk to everybody around the world. We can find out what's going on in y'all's neck of the woods, who's on lockdown, who's stuck on the quarantine. Pretty much the whole United States right now. It sucks. I'm going stir crazy like everybody else. Very carefully. You remember that, Robert? I was cracking up when Siri told me that shit. The mill does it very carefully. It's pretty funny, but apologies on last Friday Night Live. I was a little bit tore up toward the end. That's pretty much why I ended it. Man, I was drunk as shit. Last Friday, man. Was it last Friday? Yeah, last Friday, my birthday. I got it in. But we had fun. We had fun. It was all fun. We was having shots with each other. And that me and Shot was going, or me and Annette was going shot for shot. How was my girlfriend? What you mean? How was she? Is she? She all right. She right here in the corner, being quiet. She's camera shy. I don't know why. She's ashamed to come on Friday Night Live and bullshit with and associate with everybody around the world.
Oh, really? I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed at all. I'm just shy, so whatever.
Apple has a new app. What I need to get tested for, Robert? You need to get tested. No, I'm just playing. But everybody need to get tested, especially with this shit going on. Just lock yourself up and hide. Just hide. And that you already know. I already talked to you. Keep blowing my shit up. Keep blowing my shit up. But yeah, guys, I didn't even get to that part. I was sitting up there without the without the cameras on, and just looking at the scenery, looking how far he can see the city, everything, the water. And something told me to turn around and look behind me. And as soon as I looked back, I seen a log. I don't know if it was falling or if it was in midair. It's like a split second thing. I caught the last second of it. I watched it land, hit, bounce. Damn, did he just throw that at me? Whatever it was, he definitely didn't want me sitting in that spot. So I left him 2 cans of Mountain Dew and a sucker. That's all I had on me. I'm gonna go back up here shortly and check it out, see if he took it and clean up the mess after that. And I want to go a little bit deeper up in, check it out, see, because there, them, that corridor goes further in, and that's just the beginning of like the wallow part of it, where the structure started. I got a bad feeling to just back out of there. I kept hearing them on both sides creeping in. You can hear them walking through the leaves. I just had the feeling it's time to back out by myself like that. But I'm going back in there, check it. But another thing, guys, I want to check out is that hole. I want to go back to that hole and check. You seen him coming out on Scott Malika's breakdown on my videos, guys. When she was had her back from the hole, and it was coming up out of the hole on her. It was looking right up at her. At one point, when I was up on that hole, if you guys watch the video of it, when I'm up on the hole, you can see him looking out at me while I'm talking to her, telling her the stories about the hole and experiences that we had in there and shit. I mean, it was buffering. Damn, they said I was going to have problems with it because of all the everybody locked down on the internet, taking up all the streaming. You know how that goes, guys. When everybody gets locked down, they're going to stir crazy. But we good now. Kathy's back from rolling her wacky tobacco. Welcome back, Kathy. Pamela. I see everybody. There goes the computer acting up. The computer and the phone at the same time. But we should have a pretty interesting night tonight, guys. Even though we only got 68, everybody's falling off. Seemed like the Bigfoot world got better things to do on their lockdown than to spend it with us on Friday Night Live. That's not you blowing me up. Yeah, probably is blowing my shit up. Hit that like button. Hit that like button while Ness blowing my buildings up on Thug Life. That's why I wish I never said nothing about that game on here on Friday Night Live, because there's like 7 of y'all on there just tearing my shit up back to back, back to back. You can take turns. Bob, you, Bob. There's a few of you guys. And then half of yous are my moderators. Blow my shit up, rob me, take all my money, leave me in the ditch. I said, damn, they're my moderators? What's going on, High Rise? My mom on here? Where's she at? My Uncle Kenny's supposed to be on here too, joining us for the first couple times. I ain't seen him on here yet. None of my kids. Get off the weed. I hear you. No buffer, that's cool. People's funny out there. I'm the oh yeah. We take turns, Kathy. No, hell no. Snoop ain't said. I said I see what you said, Snoop. Don't even try it. I read the story. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm glad everybody got their books. Man, it's done. Shit. I'm done with it. I washed my hands of it. I'm glad everybody got it. Enjoy it. Man, there's a couple people I was going to blow up tonight on Friday Night Live, but I thought about it, and I still got love for you ladies. It was kind of my fault, so gotta let bygones be bygones and let the past be the past. Even though I didn't get an apology from either one of them. But let's move on. All right, Tony, that's cool. 11 p.m. This is why my computer doing this. You don't even like the game, Kathy, but you spend all night blowing my shit up. You gotta live it like when it's daytime here, it's probably nighttime there, because all night long I hear you blowing my shit up. You must not sleep. No more Thug Life for you, Joyce. I know I was blowing your shit up too. Robert Mason. Yeah, yeah, I know. You guys was tearing my shit up. All of you. Kathy, Robert, Annette. That's three right off the bat. And like two or three years was my moderators. My mom, even my mom robbed the shit out of me on it. It's like I don't even want to play the game no more. My mom done put all my buildings in the ground. Romania. Wow. Welcome to the Bigfoot world, Christy. What's going on, Mom? Good to see you finally joined us. Hit that like button, Mom. You guys are funny. But what's going on in the Bigfoot world? Everybody safe out there? Everybody on that? Is it a mandatory lockdown where you guys are, or is it kind of voluntary thing like here? We're pretty much on a voluntary lockdown basis at this point. Even Brian's on lockdown. You've been on since 6:45. You ain't said nothing, Mom. You mad at us? You mad at the Bigfoot world? I know Brian been asking about you up there. I asked him what he want, but he won't tell me. You probably already seen that. How it's locked down. That sucks. It's in a way I see it has to be done, but at the same time, I hope it's for the good and not for the greed. Yeah, you got to keep your wits about you guys. Pay attention at this time. Our country is on lockdown for 4 weeks. Man, not here in Indiana. That's cool, Steve. That same here. We're pretty much on like a voluntary lockdown. There's nothing yet. I mean, my job give out letters to where when it does, we're exempt from it because we have to be there. We supply all the hospitals and all that stuff. So we're gonna be steady working on that. It's only the beginning. That's the sad part. It shit just started. When's it? I hope Trump's right. But when is it? I just hope he's right this time. What's going on, Brandon? Good to see you joined us. Finally on the Friday Night Live. Brandon from work. Am I from Matt Balmer? Alligator Alley. You talking about in Florida? Bigfoot Trail. You get your book yet? That's another thing. Everybody should have it by now. It's been a couple of weeks. Everybody should have been had that. Read it 5 times. Ronnie, you late. You late. But yeah, like I said, I went back to the cave. I might have to shut that window because the traffic is killing it. Everything. Let's hit 100 likes. We're only at 46 and only 77 watching. We're going to need a miracle with that one. I don't see that one happen, but it's a nice try. It's a good try. You have to hit me up, Bigfoot Jay, on Messenger. I hope so, Hot Rod. I think you're right. I hope so. As long as everybody do what they got to do and try not to catch this shit, and the ones that do got to get in quarantine, even if you feel sick, go lock yourself up in your room for a couple of weeks. Have somebody slide the meals under the door and shit, and clean up after your ass. But I think we'll be all right. No panic over the flu, and we got it every year. Yeah, Pat, you sound like her. But it's 10 times stronger than the flu.
Not really.
The curve and save lives.
Look at the percentage difference from dying from the flu every year as opposed to this.
I'm not going scientifically debating with nobody. But yeah, it's been a roller coaster. It's hard to tell what's going on. And it's hard to get into the woods because you don't know if we're on lockdown or not. And then you don't want to take the chance of catching the shit out there. So I just been working and then coming in and hiding out. He's in the cave lockdown too. Nah, he's running. They're out there. I heard him out there walking last time I was out there. They're moving around. They're definitely out. We had 12. There's a lot of people getting out because of that, out of the prisons. I know a lot got out of PA. A lot. I forget the exact number, but I seen that. Tell about the tree knots. The equipment claim. No, there ain't really no equipment. There's a lot of gunshots going off. On the other side of the river, on the other side, the let's say there's on this side that I was on of the mountain. There you go down, there's the bike trail, then the river. On the other side of the river, damn. Oh, that's Bigfoot Trail. Wait till after the live stream. That's what's doing it. The messenger. I have a bunch of questions. But what was I saying? What's going on, Bobby Jeff? I forget what the hell I said. Say I do need to leave off the weed. Well, damn. What was I saying? You need to too. Shit. Guess it was a lie, guys. What was I talking? I know I was talking about that spot going up that way. But this traffic, it got me ready to shut this window. Oh yeah, the gunshots. And down on the other side of the river, there's a gun club with a like a shooting range in the back of it, and that's what we've been hearing the whole time I was walking through that mountain. They was lighting shit up over there, and it just echoes up the whole way because it's down in the valley. It's like one gigantic speaker. It's echoing through everything. I hear you. I hear you, Brian. Had to send it to you real quick. That's cool. I'll check it out after the live stream. How's Money Mike doing? Being Money Mike, he's still sitting there gluing his money together, pretty much. He still got a pile of shredded up money, crying over it. I make fun of him every time I see him about that shit. He'll never live that down. I told you guys about that. That shit was funny. Real Clef Mama. Happy birthday, Real Clef. Even though it's late as fuck. Shooting range on the only way to run Bigfoot out of the area. It really don't. I think they're used to hearing it on that side because there's a train track down there on the other side there too that runs across there and trains up and down all night long. They're used to hearing them sounds over there. He sits up on the other side of that mountain up high. He can see everything going down. I heard him coming up around me on each side. It even a couple of times it even picked up on camera when I was sitting there where he's sneaking up to my right. It's time to move. It's time to move. I'm sitting in the seat. He wanted the seat back. And I could hear him moving closer and closer, snapping twigs and shit while I was sitting there. So I just got up and started moving down around away from him. That Dev is Brian. He's leaving, going. His wife Dev is calling him. Broke back Bigfoot. When am I going back to see if he got the soda? Sunday. Sunday I'm going back up there. I want to hit 2 spots in one day. I want to go up to Bigfoot land. I want to go back in there pretty deep. Check that out. And then on out there by the waterfall, back in by the waterfall. I want to check that shit out too. So I'm gonna try to do 2 spots in one day. And guys, sorry about the behind the scenes. I've been slacking on the last 2 videos. I'll be getting a couple. I'm gonna get on that. I'm gonna get on that behind the scenes. Mike's always fired, John. I just got done firing him for. I got on the Friday Night Live because he's supposed to go to the woods with me the day before yesterday, and he didn't show up. I'm about to cuss him out. Him or Jeff. We're supposed to go to Cooper's Rock, and never went yet. But this week, Cooper's Rock's coming up soon. We're going deep down into Cooper's Rock in West Virginia and check that out. See what kind of. We're just like expanding a little bit, trying to find new spots. They're just pretty much exploring more areas, seeing what's out there, expanding the horizon pretty much. I'm wondering how many times he been fired myself. I know I wish I had a nickel for every time I fire Money Mike, because I'll be Money Mike. I'll be rich. Bigfoot is probably tearing up the forest in order to set up blocks for what it looks like. Well, what they do in the summertime, right now in the spring, they're setting up their structures for when everything does grow up in. It'll be like his corridor will be all grown in, and if you ain't inside that corridor, you won't even know that it's back up in there when you're walking up that side of the mountain, unless you come around and fall into it and follow it out. But then it's real dangerous to follow it once it's all grown in, because you don't know what part of that trail, that corridor they're setting in. Power in numbers. Yeah, but you get more activity when you're by yourself out there. I noticed that a lot. They're getting real friendly when I'm by myself. It's like they don't care. I'm going back soon, real soon, this weekend soon. Yeah, there's a lot of Bigfooters out there doing this shit. It's like I live in the alley. Should be no traffic out there. The maze is Joyce. That maze is done. I know I'm just catching up on y'all's comments real quick, but that maze is. I've been the last time I went out to the maze where the female and the baby pretty much stayed in that maze for a couple years, 2.5, 3 years maybe, and then this last time I went up there, where it was all structured up and barricaded up in front of that door, it was smashed and powered down. It was powered down. So I think I got the feeling that she's done with it. I don't know if she moved back over to the other side of the mountain with the tribe or what, but she's done with that maze for sure. There ain't no shadow of a doubt she's done with that maze. Even the barricades going up to the maze, they're wiped out and gone. It's like you would never know that them barricades was there if I didn't film them. And you seen the first few times of going up through there was layers and layers of barricade that I had to climb in through to get to the maze. But now she's done with that spot, pretty much. The blinds, probably since the beginning of time, they've been building them things. I don't know if it's to keep us out or if it's to keep the bear out of their territory, but it's definitely, you got to make noise to get through them, and they'll know that you're crossing their line way before. It's like their defense. I noticed it because it's layers. There'll be one big barricade up there, jaggers, briars, all that. You got to power through, and then you might get 20 feet of clearing, and then there'll be another barricade, bunch of trees laying down in a row, piled up on each other. Show the photos to the camera so they can see them. You talking about the one back there on the wall, boy? The one you sent your picture? That is a good clear shot of him sitting there. You can even see the female up in the left corner. I think that's what got his attention. That had him out in the open. Because if you notice, everything's going in the rut right now, and I'm sure them are with the same cycle going in the rut with everything else in the wild. So they're out chasing them female, trying to do their thing, having them babies. Even humans do it too. I don't know if it's what it is, but this time of the year, the temperature's warming up, juices are flowing, babies are coming out soon.
I'm so done.
No, Joyce, there's no way I'm done with that copying and sending anything. I'm done. It costs so much to make copies. It costs so much to send shit, and it's a headache. It's a heartache. It's stress. I'm done. I can't do it, Joyce. I would love to, but I don't like getting in that kind of commitments right now. And I seen you, real Clef Mama, on there crying because you had to be on lockdown on your birthday. Poor baby. I was playing the violin the whole time I was watching your video. I'm just playing, but I had to be on lockdown too for my birthday. That's why last Friday. That's why you should have got some iced tea, some hard iced tea, and just kick back on for last Friday night live and celebrate our birthday together. Bigfoot World loves you though. We got your back. I'm glad we're up to 83 now. It seemed like Friday Night Live starting to die off. Bigfoot World. I must be slipping somewhere along the line, slacking, or I'm getting boring. One of the two. A monster cussing. I ain't cussing. Did I cuss? A new plan, Audrey. I hear you. I got a couple ideas coming up for you, so we'll be straight for that. It Wait till you see what I'm about to do next. Where I'm about to go. In this place, there won't be no behind the scenes because I don't want nobody knowing where it's at, what even county the shit's in. It's deep down in somewhere that no man's land that I shouldn't even be going to, but I'm even curious of what's going on down in there. It's going to be interesting to feel. Fred been working, putting on additions and roofs and shit lately, so he's been tied down in the next county over, so he won't be on Friday Night Live for a little while. He'll be back soon enough. No real what, Clough? A monitor cussing. Oh, I got you. Jennifer Tonk. Damn, you just got it today? You must have just checked your mail today. You should have been had that. It come later shit. Or you must have been the one that was overseas. That's just 70 likes. It can happen. We're at 61. Nobody likes me. So hit the you can hit that one too. It don't hurt. Hit one of them. Thanks, Bigfoot Trey. It is a good ass book. I mean, especially because it brought back a lot of memories on me, and it confirmed what I always thought. I mean, what I thought it was my mom's boyfriend worked for the government and ended up getting that job to protect whatever was behind them red doors. Because if when them doors opened up, if you heard that scream that came out of there, it pierced your body. You could feel it pounding in your chest. That scream was like, it was something that was frightening. And I kept remembering a woman telling me, "Don't ever go in there; they'll get you." And now that I read the book, I'm thinking, was that Sarah, her ghost, telling me, "Don't go in there; they'll get me"? Was it my mom? That's something that, like, my mind's blank at a blank with that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Everybody that read that book, they broke down crying through it. They laughing, but I don't know. It's a good for a 40-page book story. It ain't even. It's a real event that actually happened that I actually lived, and that's something that made it special too. But at the same time, that shit had one hell of a curse on it. If you knew from beginning to the end of that book, I wish I documented it just to show everybody that story is cursed. That shit is just cursed. That's cool, David. It is a great story. I think Sarah looked out for you. I think so too. That's the feeling I had when I was reading the book. It's like, damn, was that my mom telling me? Because the thing was that when they was at the doors and I'd be sitting out there on my big wheel on the sidewalk looking up, watching the shit, and it's like this woman would just show up, but I don't remember her face, and she would always be looking down at me saying, "Don't go in there; it'll get you." And that's pretty much all I was saying, and be gone. I don't know if it walked away or just disappeared, but it was gone after it told me that. So it's like, was that Sarah the ghost, or was that my mom? It's like, damn, that story made it worse. It like made me want to know more. It's a good book. It's a great book. But I'm glad it's done. I'm glad it's over with. Yeah, I'm glad. Shit. But that even goes to show you that they are taking women and raping them and having offsprings of them. And that's not the first case that I've heard of that happening. I mean, to that extent where they're hiding them in the ground, in a cellar in the ground. I mean, that's whole that made that story unique in itself. But I heard a few different cases of the Bigfoots coming down, raping a woman, knocking them up and shit. How cool would a paranormal investigation be at the house now? Damn. I don't know. I want to go into that damn. I want to check out the doors. I don't want to go to the house. I want to check out the front yard. Right out from the house in the front yard was two red doors, like basement cellar doors, and they always just took the lock off and the chain off, and just opened that one side, and you could hear the screams come out of it. Mr. Willis, I see you. It's been doing all right. It's been doing all right. We're still doing it. We're still pushing it, even though we're on lockdown. Sometimes you just gotta sneak out and hit the woods. Even I'm by myself. I ain't around nobody. I ain't getting nobody sick. I just wanted to get away, so I hit the woods a few times. There's some crazy shit going on out there. I want to go. I can't wait to get back out there and get deeper into it. Right? Who just said it? Yeah, Snoop. I seen that one too. There's a few cases like that where that happened, and there was another case where the on the property in this homestead, this old woman was protecting her grandkids, and she would put perfume on the grandkids through the night because the Bigfoot didn't like the smell of the grandkids. I think the grandma got the Bigfoot got a hold of her and was hitting it. I mean, you know what I mean? But and it was coming in on a regular basis and hitting it, and the grandma would put on perfume to keep it off of, because that's how she learned that he didn't like the smell of perfume. So he started putting it on the two girls. She started putting it on the two girls to keep him from doing that to the girls. I mean, that story blew my mind. That was an amazing story too. I forget the name of that woman. Damn, I'm gonna have to dig that up and get back to you guys on the next video. I hear you, Mr. Willis, for sure. That means a lot, man. I'm glad you're still hanging out with us. Might have burned his nose. I don't know. That was just amazing how that something that little that just spray some perfume on them that would make them not want you. But I can understand at the same time that that probably would work. It would work. That's a good thing that it did. I can't. I want to go back and refresh on that story. I'll get back to you guys so you can look it up next chance I get. I see you, Brian, trying to get my mom over your house for some toilet paper. That's pretty bad. Usually, I remember back in my day when, hey, I got a bottle of champagne over here. We can Netflix and chill, kick back. Today's world, hey, I got raw toilet paper. You want to come over and hang out? What's going on? Right in that, Bryce, he up there pitching woo on the job. What's going on? You can't imagine having to do that to keep your kids safe, right? You think she would have packed them up and moved away, but once she learned that trick, I guess it never messed with the kids, with the grandkids. But it would come up to the window, just stare in on them and shit. It terrorized them. Tap on the glass on them. They got a lot of video of that shit. I wanted to go up to there, investigate it, and just sleep out on the porch for like a week because they had a glassed-in back porch, and you could sit on the back porch and see everything coming in. And I wanted to sit there, set cameras up on all sides, pointing out toward the forest, and just spend a week out there and see what happens. And last year, you seen what happened. None of that got to go down. The Colorado was the most trip that hurt. That was the trip that took a piece of my soul. I see you, Bigfoot. Check a leg, check a leg. He up there pitching woo. You see it. That was a good ass movie. Set right. You need a water. See, look at this. This is what is this? Tender and shit. Big for small people. Somebody else told me that too, Deborah. They're stocking it up early in the morning, and by the time 10, 11 o'clock hits, the toilet paper completely wiped out. What the hell is everybody doing with this shit paper? Where are you storing this shit? You only got so many cupboards in the bathroom to put it. Your bathroom, you must got underneath your bed stacked up with rolls of toilet paper under your kitchen sinks full. I mean, damn, what's going on with this toilet paper? What happened to what about the food and the water and shit like that? Batteries, flashlights. You said hell with all that. As long as I got toilet paper, I'll survive. Please wake up to a soft bed, right? I don't know what's going on. I know the price gouging everywhere. Everywhere is price gouging. You might fuck around, pay $20 for roll toilet paper by the time this shit's over with. It's getting bad. Moon is 3/4 of a guy left. I don't get it, Brian. You're still pitching woo to my mom. There's a lot of mud, but out there, right? Don't forget the kush. I ain't never gonna forget the kush at all, Mr. Willis, at all. Shit. That's first thing on the list. Yeah, you're right. That's number one on the list. The kush, the food, water, battery, like I just said, all that shit. Stockpile and get ready to lock your doors. I seen in some countries they already looting and shit. Military, like damn, it ain't that serious. Ends are in there running out, and then they ain't even running out with food and water. I see them running out with TVs, bicycles, and shit over their heads, running out with shit they don't even need. You're just going to have to eat your kush. I ain't eating no kush. I'm gonna get all that shit. We gotta stock up on all that shit, not just toilet paper, bullets and beans. Right, Frogman? You're straight. At least you'll survive. At least you'll survive, and it's the cheapest. I ain't stealing nothing. Just your property and that. I'm coming and burn down all that shit. and taking your money. You and Kathy and Bob too. Robert Morgan. You see what Robert said? He gonna do a digital version of the book and put it up. If you want a copy of it, go to him and let the curse be on his ass. Cause I'm done with it. My hands are washed of it. You guys enjoy it. Enjoy it. If you didn't get it and you want to see it, see Robert. It is a good book. I ain't saying it wasn't. It was a wonderful book. It's just the curse that came with that. I wish from the dog eating it at my mom's house, her dogs ate it. I brought it here. My dog ate it. To getting a copy was the lady told me 3 cents a copy. She'll copy it, right? All these and many copies I need. After I get everything copied, the thing went from 3 cents to 10 cents a copy. It's like, damn, it ain't this like you just and you can't just say stick them up your ass because you already stood there for 2 hours copying the shit. It's like this bitch just got me for man. It's like I said, you take that curse and keep it. I'm done. And the shower was sick, right? Loretta? We talked about that last Friday when I was drunk. About keep your ass washed, wash your ass. My mom taught me to wash my back, and now the government's teaching us to wash our ass. Keep your shit clean. Okay, let's get Eddie Lights. I see you in that. You just want me to leave your shit alone, leave your thug life alone. I'm still gonna blow that shit up, and don't forget to scrub. Right? Take an SOS pad in there with you. That shit should rub your ass, bro. I'm just playing. Right, Snoop? That's something that you tell your teacher. But the shit really happened twice. Her dog ate it and my dog. Who took what, real Clef? Pay it forward. You have 96. 96 what? Oh, 96 watching. She's talking about the thumbs up. And nobody wants to hit the thumbs up. Some people can't hit the thumbs up because some people watching on their phones and this is like a hassle to do all that bullshit. They just want to sit back and watch, which is a good thing too because I enjoy everybody watching and hanging out with us. When I heard it, I got tea in my cup. Nah, not this week. That shit is pretty good though. I ain't gonna lie. That Mike's lemonade. I mean, not the lemonade. I'm sure the lemonade ain't bad either. But the tea's all right. It kicks in after about 6 pack of them. You're talking shit. You're telling everything. That's like the truth serum right there. By the time the seventh one, your clothes are packed up, sitting on the porch. You done told about everything that you shouldn't have did. Is that shit? If you drink it, just go straight to bed. Don't say nothing. Just keep your mouth shut. Drink it and go to bed. What the hell's flying? The flies in here? That's a good sign of spring. You see that shit? Is weed illegal? It is if you got the card, the marijuana card. It's pretty much it's borderline recreational. They're working on passing it now. You don't drink much. That's like me too, real crap. I tell the truth. Don't ask me nothing when I'm drunk, cause you're gonna get some. You better hope it's something nice, cause hey, I'm telling everything. That's why I don't drink. The last time I was drunk, I'll show my buddy from work today. He was here checking it out. Man, I was at this place I shouldn't have been. At this bar out of town that I shouldn't have been. There was only like a room this size. There was supposed to be some kind of bar. It seemed like a speakeasy. I'm on karaoke singing Garth Brooks Shameless and shit. I mean, I shouldn't drink. Too many bad things happen when I drink. I'm so bored. If I have Viagra, I would have a third-degree burns. Hey, Brian. That's funny as shit. I forgot. I lost all train of thought. I was reading it as I was telling you guys, and Brian's crazy. Am I reading my mom's text? No, I don't think I must not have. Is she cussing me out? Where you at, Mom? Kathy. It would have been Kathy. Um, her story. It is her story, and she's sticking to it. And I had the lean going on, Joyce. I was tore up. I started talking too much shit. That's what I was thinking in my head. It's like, man, it's only 9 o'clock, but I think I better end this shit before I say something that I don't want to say. I'm getting a little bit too comfortable. Too comfortable. Don't want plastic wrap cookies, right? Pay forward. Them things from the dispensary, they ain't worth it. They ain't worth what they want for one cookie. And ginseng, I know, I seen that about the ginseng. But and the thing, I was doing my investigation on the ginseng, and I was watching Appalachian Outlaws. Guys, that shit gonna get you killed. You might well become a drug dealer messing with some ginseng, because they'll rob you in the woods for the shit. You'll be out there digging it up, and you got a 12 gauge in your back. Go ahead, finish digging that root up, boy. I mean, them boys, them mountain boys, will be like Brokeback Mountain out there. I ain't trying to get caught up over no ginseng. But if you do it the right way, you got to get a permit. You got to get a permit and shit. And once you get the permit from them, you're only allowed to dig up a pound a season to sell it. So it's like, once you get a pound, that's what, $1,000 a pound, 1,200 a pound. You're done for that season. So you're only making that $1,000 a year. So you know what I mean. But it look like, from what I'm seeing on Appalachian Outlaw, them cats is digging up 40, 50 pounds and running it in without a permit and shit. But I ain't got no buyers like that. So that's where we're at. Gay Bigfoot Lorenzo. Cookie right here. I don't know who calling me. I can't wait for the next show to come out. You gotta go legal. Yeah, you're right, Mr. Wells, on that. You got definitely, but you gotta know somebody that'll buy it too. You gotta dry it out. I've been looking into it, and then to find the actual plant, ginseng plant, because I noticed that the ginseng plant, the leaf looks identical to the poison. What is it, the poison ivy, or is it the poison oak? It looks just like one of them poison leaves. I think it's poison ivy, just as almost identical. But I think the ginseng leaf has a lot of ridges, to where the poison plant leaf only got like just a regular leaf. It ain't got the ridges on it, or as many ridges as. I gotta watch that shit again. Is he? No, Jeff. Where is he? Powerful duo on here talking shit. I know he did was that last weekend he come in and bum rush my Friday Night Live? Is that what you're talking about? Or is he on here now? My fault, guys. I see you cussing me out because I missed some of your comments. But if you ain't watch that Appalachian Outlaws, check it out. That show's badass. There's a lot of crazy shit going on with that. Cookie's nuts. That Cookie snoring.
No.
The Cookie lifting weights. The seeds too. They take the seeds and plant them after they take the root off of the plant. I mean, I've been checking this shit out going into it after we talked about it last. There's a lot of money in that ginseng. A lot. Especially if you got one trip, one night, and you get like 30 pounds of ginseng root. That's what, $1,000 a pound for one night? I mean, you're paid. That's a hell of a trip. What are you doing? Well, quit playing. I'm sitting here online. Cook. See what I gotta go through, guys. you cook. I definitely got it. It's time for me to hit the woods. It's been long overdue for me getting the. I'm going this weekend, guys. I might go pull an overnighter out there, messing around. I gotta see what I'm working with on the supplies. 500 pounds. Who's lifting 500 pounds? There ain't nobody on here lifting 500 pounds. Cookie want to play all the time, just biting shit, tearing my shit up. That's what you hear pay forward. She's going off right now. We're going to have it. What are you talking about, Joyce? Freaks come out at night. The Appalachian Outlaws look like they use public land and girder. That's what it seemed like. A lot of it's private land out there in West Virginia and throughout the Pennsylvania Appalachian. Watch will lift you. Yeah, I'm getting ready to hit the woods. I'm long overdue for it. You just heard the National Guard to enforce coronavirus. They're already here. They're just waiting for the word to go in. I mean, in the bigger cities, they're there. We're still in the suburbs hanging out. Leave Cookie alone, John. They do $500 a pound. Even that ain't bad. Who said the C word? Oh, Cookie. I was thinking something else. Lorenzo. My mind went dirty for a minute. My bad. Jeff Jr. and Cam were cussing me out on the comments of the video. Must have did something piss him off. Am I going back to the spot? Yes, definitely. I gotta go back and clean up my pot, my Mountain Dew cans I left out there. See if they messed with them or not. I gotta go back. I'm going back out this weekend. Check that area out. I want to check out. I like to get out the Bigfoot land too. I like to check out Bigfoot land. It's been a couple weeks since I checked it out. Get the ghost on video. Man, that'd be a mission impossible. That's on the timing. You don't know when it's going to act up or when. Do you think the red on her jacket? You mean out there on the cave? I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's up with that. And I know where you're getting at. I ain't saying nothing in that foot. That was that hole that your woman's butt. It looked like he could have touched her, I believe. He could have. It was like 2 feet up. All he had to do was reach up. She was 2 feet away from the hole, looking at me, talking to me. I was telling her stories about me and Fred going down in there doing overnighters and shit. And he's down in. I even knew. I said right when I was walking up, I said they're still going down in there. They they barricaded up this side over here. Well, they're going now. They're dropping down in where they put the bars up, and then they're going down along the bars, and there's a hole that drops down in. So they're still going in and out. They're still going in and out. You seen right there, they's coming out looking at her and shit. As we was walking away, he's coming up out.
Ouch.
I was like, damn, this dude wanted her. Man, if he would have took her, I would have ran again. I'd have left her as in the forest. She'd have been all alone. She better hurry. I hope she could run, keep up with me. Watch out for the shimmer. What's the shimmer? Robert said bullshit. 3 prong for ginseng. Yeah, 3 and 4 prong. 3 prong are bigger. On the episode about Appalachian outlaws, they try to sell thousands of pounds of. He is. He got to come up with like 2,000 pounds, and he needed 1,000 pounds that first month, and then another 1,000 pounds the next month. He's so fucking he's screwed. I would never even did that. He was sitting happy the way he was. Why get greedy and go to the mafia man? Hey, I want a bigger deal. Give me $3 million, and I might come up with 2,000 pounds for you if they bring it to me. You're living on a chance. Why would you put your life on a chance for that? I wouldn't have did that shit. That's some things I would never do. Put my life on the line for money. That's just not worth it. Money's not worth it. Greed's not worth it. None of that shit's worth it. I'd rather be broke than to go through that shit. He was straight the way he was. He was making money. They was bringing him ginseng every day, and he wanted to get greedy, go to the mafia, make a deal with them. It's just you gotta check that shit out. Right, right. Greed is bad karma. That you already heard all this. Well, we just bullshitting, David. That's what we do on Friday Night Live. Mike Ross got his. How you do that? Uh, I didn't want to use a good in there. I ain't going in there. See, you seen what happened last time I went in there. It was all bad. I love the place. I'll never go back down in there. Not why it's federally restricted. It's off limits. It's done deal. It's like that, David. I got this. My moderators are slipping. Moderators are slipping, but you have a good one, David. Nice chatting with you, brother. Anyways, what's going on Friday Night Live? Let's find something else to talk about. Where's my list? I have a list, guys. Shit, we was on here all this time, man, and I didn't even look at my damn list. What's going on? Yeah, the list, the people I was gonna cuss out, but I ain't gonna do that. It ain't worth it. Oh yeah, Sharon Williams, Geneva, Bernard, thank you. I seen what you guys did. You have my back 100% on Facebook. That's what's up. Bigfoot World, they stood up for me. Everybody's seen the trials and tribulations and bullshit, and you guys have my back. Is that time to puff puff pass? Not yet, not yet. You ain't never seen that happen on here. Um, my phone blowing up. That's about it. That is about it. Nah, Dub 45. He was saying that I keep repeating myself over and over. I let the weed shit slide. I let that go. I'm good. I got a good sense of humor and all that good shit. But then it just kept going on and on and on. And I don't. This ain't a negative channel. There's nothing about this channel. I'm trying to stay away from the negativity. If you got negativity, it's the same shit will happen to your ass. If we can have fun, then what's the sense of being on here? Reminder bell. Oh yeah, hit that reminder bell. I forgot about the reminder bell because you definitely won't get a notification when I go live. I gotta go live a couple times out in the woods. I want to check out some woods on a live stream. Every time I try to live stream in the forest, I just never got signal to do it. 100 likes. It's not gonna happen. It's all good. 45. Robert Morgan. Kathy's over there. Here come. Here they come. Everybody's getting ready. Now all the moderators got something to say. Nobody did nothing all this time. Now you got something to say. I'm just playing. But yeah, this is a channel about having fun. That's what we're here for, having fun and keeping it positive, learning from each other, seeing what's going on in each other's backyard. I mean, there ain't too many places you got that opportunity to conversate with individuals all the way around the world. That's an amazing thing. And I'm actually glad I started something like this. That's one of the number one ways to see what's really going on in the world, because the news ain't gonna tell you what's going on in the world. We gotta band together and tell each other what's going on in the world. What are you talking about, Joyce? I will leave her ass quick as shit. She better be quick, because I'm out. Ask her about last time when I first met her 20 years ago. I left her over a snake, left her stranded. She ain't had, she ain't had enough speed on her shoes. Shit, you can't keep up. What's that one on that movie? I ain't gotta be faster than the bears. You gotta be faster than you. That's the same. That's the rules. The cardinal rule out in the woods. Better be quick, or it's gonna be your ass. They ain't no sticking around and waiting for it. You better keep up or get ate. No, I'm just playing. If it comes down to it, like if my kids and shit are out there, I already been in predicaments where I had to do something, take action. Like the time two of them was coming down to take Mike. That was terrifying. Man, that was terrifying. That freaked me the F out. And I learned a valuable lesson. Never leave your kid out there unattended. Ever, ever, ever. I don't care if you're in a little wooded area inside of a park. Don't leave your kid unattended, because they will snatch them the F up quick. They will snatch them up. I got you, Annette. I'm tearing that ass up. You, Kathy, and my mom. I'm burning all yins of buildings down, taking yins' money. Shit, don't go to sleep tonight, Kathy. You have 102. That's what's up. Oh, you mean 102 thumbs up? At least we only got one hater tonight. That's cool. We doing something good. I got Olympics. Dean Harris is in the house. You're hitting that like that. that's funny, Brian. I see that shit. It went down to 100. People don't like it. Yeah, BFR, them letter groups. Junior, probably. It's a powerful deal. Give me that thumbs down. 106. It'll go up as time goes, guys. Yeah, God love the haters. Water moccasin. Oh, the snake that was under my leg. It was a water moccasin. We was out in the forest watching right at a waterfall, sitting on this rock face. I think I just told you guys, but I went to set my coffee cup down on the rock beside me, and as soon as I set my sheet cup down, I seen the snake come out from under my leg and strike the cup. So I rolled over, flipped over top of her, and pulled her up in front of me, and pew, I was gone. I felt like they was biting my feet. I panicked. That my first panic attack ever. I I was walking on air getting out of that forest. It took me about 40 minutes to get in there. It probably took me about 3.5 minutes to get back to my car. And then I sat in my car like, damn, I just left her. Do I sit and wait on her or do I just pull out? Because it's all bad either way. So I sat there and waited on her to come back. And as soon as she come back, sat in the car, she said, you used me as an effing shield. I was like, nah, I just pulled you away from the snake and so I could get away from it. But it didn't work out. I called the next day to see what she was doing, and her mom answered the phone, and she said, "Here, it's bitch boy on the phone." So I just hung up, never called back, never. That was the end of that. But I lost a girl for a snake, but that snake let me live at the same time. So it was like a fair trade. He let me live. He could have bit me. Where I was at, if he would have bit me, I would have never made it out of the woods. I'd have to get life flighted, and then hopefully they had the antivenom on standby. It would have been bad. How far do you come into PA? How far do you come into PA? I'm in Fayette County. I was the mountains. How did we re-meet again? Oh shit, that's a good question. Let me think on that one. I don't even remember. I think Facebook. She hit me up on Facebook. I was sitting here one night on Facebook, and I think she hit me up on a late night booty call. Come think of it. Now I remember it. She hit me up on that late night booty call shit. Come pick me up. What you doing? It was like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. What you mean come pick you up? I ain't seen you in 20 years. But you know the male side come out. The male, I was gone. I think I got wheels coming out my driveway. It's all good, Alan. We're hanging in there, man. It could be. It is gonna get worse. It's just the beginning, but we surviving. There's a lot of deaths in PA over it. Mainly copperheads. Copperheads are like the number between the copperheads and the timber rattlers. They got the most bites every year around here. But the water moccasins, they're on the list. They're on there. They're not as aggressive as the other two snakes, but the water moccasin will light that ass up if it gets you. And I'm glad he didn't get me. He let me live that day. So I was cool with it. I was grateful. Nah, Joyce, I'll never take Cookie out to the woods at all. I couldn't. I took her out to the backyard and she tried to take on the neighbor's pit bull. I could only imagine. She run into a bear out there, she's done. I couldn't. I would. Man, Cookie don't never go to the woods with me. Yeah, I know, Dean. Shit's getting real. NWO. How you get them some snake boots? He would never take her out in the woods. Yeah, I'm surprised she went out again with me this time around. Cause the last time around, but she went. She's definitely out there. Then I turned around and left her ass again. If you ain't noticed on the video, she was like a half a mile back through the forest and shit. I'm up here filming the front of the door. She all the way back there, coming up around. Hey, keep up. Cookie don't play at all. Them little chihuahuas got that little dog syndrome. They always think they're Rottweilers and shit. She tears my ass up sometimes. If I'm around like my grand's dog or something, playing with her dog, come home, Cookie tears me up. As soon as I walk in the door, she knows. And she lights me up every single time. It never fails. She like a wild rabid dog, lighting my ass up. I'm having attempting to shoot her ass sometimes. She gets violent. That dog, she keeps me in check. I give her that. She definitely keeps me alive. That's my dog. Right, John? You're right about that. I got you, Cat Martin. Yeah, we up to 104 likes. Thumbs up. That's cool. Dean's all the way out the outback up in Australia. He got some venomous shit going on out there from the spiders, that funnel web. He got the funnel web spider in Australia. What's that black snake? Not the black mamba, what is the taipan? Australia got. There's some crazy shit going on out in them deserts. And then off of them islands out that way, you got that a snake, the brown something. Yeah, and that's right. It is the brown. It's another name. It's what's the other part of it? Is it the taipan? I don't know. I know it's venomous. One bite would kill 100 men. They said. Red bellied black snake. Them snakes. King Brown. They're up there with the mambas, the black mambas for sure. I got. I'm glad we ain't got them, but they're probably similar to our copperheads around here, like the eastern we got the eastern and the northern copperhead here already. We got some copperheads. Woodburger Farm, good to see you finally show up to the live stream. You must have been out in the barn with Deb. I see how it is. At least you're keeping her busy, man. Saving me from getting killed. She still want to kill my ass. Rick's funny. Australian Yowie. I've been going back watching the old Bigfoot movies, the old flicks, like in the 70s and 60s. If you watch some of them and then watch some of the newer ones, back then they didn't hold nothing back. I mean, they're telling some good shit. There's some good footage on them older Bigfoot documentaries from the 60s and 70s than we have now, these documentaries nowadays. I'm telling you, there's some serious shit out there from then back then. It's like they didn't start hiding the cover up didn't begin till like the 90s, the 80s. They started covering them up, saying that it's a legend and folklore and this and that. It's a real creature out there running around. And them older videos, them older documentaries, there's a lot of good stuff on them if you watch them. There's a lot of good vocals they got, and most of the stuff like that on YouTube usually disappears. A lot of good evidence of Bigfoot disappears quick. Whether they wipe the whole channel out or just take the individual video, they wipe that shit out quick. And that it seemed like back in the 70s and older, they're not going back and messing with that because I don't think they're thinking that we're going to go back and look at that shit, watch them old flicks. But them old flicks is where it's at. Definitely go check them older flicks out. You just ain't watching. Leon, I see at least one Sasquatch in most of your videos, right? That's cool. They got a bunny rabbit on YouTube killing a snake, trying to get her babies then back. Yeah, the will to survive. That's an amazing thing watching that shit in the wild. Legend of Boggy Creek is a good one. Hot Rod, that's a great movie. I watched that about 10 times. I'll just put shit like that on at night when I'm going to sleep and just fall asleep watching it. Pick up where I left off the next morning. In the Maine, you don't have no poisonous snakes? Damn, you lucked out. You have anything dangerous out there on the mainland? That's all flat lands, ain't it? It's too cold. Well, yeah, it's too cold for right now, but there's snakes here. They're hibernating. There's some crazy ass snakes here. Deborah, that's the only snake in Minnesota. Yeah, I hear you. That's funny. Yeah, man. Yeah, they got moose. We got moose too. We got elk, big ass elk. Man, these elk will jack you up. The moose do too. The moose is the number one killer out there. They kill more. I think they kill more, even more than the bears do. The only snake in Minnesota. I said that. Thanks, Candace. That means a lot. And we're safe as we can be. With everything going on in the world, I don't even know if there's a such thing as be safe. You just gotta live. Just live for the moment, because you're definitely not promised that next moment. So spend time with your loved ones and live for the moment. Be happy, no matter what you're doing, good or bad. Be happy with it. Bigfoot has a snack. It, yeah, Gary. It took me a long time. If you go back and watch my older videos, I wasn't like that. Trust me, I was far from like every little rock that got thrown, I was running 300 yards to get away from it. It took me a lot of time to build up to getting used to them getting used to me up in Bigfoot land pretty much. I mean, it took a while to build that shit up to go into them places that I go into. Really, if it wasn't for Fred, I wouldn't be going in none of them holes. Fred started me out on that shit, and then the adrenaline started pumping. You hear them sounds under there going off, rock tapping on rock under there. I mean, that's adrenaline rush in itself. It's an experience all in itself. You think you're living on the edge, rock climbing? Get in underground with a Bigfoot up there squawking like a ape and shit. Man, that shit's terrifying. That's like a high in itself. That shit's unbelievable. You go through that shit, you'll feel the fear. It don't matter how bad or how big, you'll feel that fear. That fear will set in every single time. Your hair on your neck stands up like static. Your arms stand up. It's like electrifying. You'll know the feeling. The eastern rattlesnake is making comeback in Maine. Damn. Yeah, they've been doing that shit here too. And they that one what was it, last year or the year before last? They just let go like 25,000 timber rattlers loose. Talking about the turkeys are overpopulating, so they let loose all them extra rattlesnakes to thinning out the damn turkeys, but they're wiping everything out. They overdid it. Now what they gonna do for the damn rattlesnakes? The rattlesnakes are gonna start overpopulating and doing shit, coming into people's basements and shit, and in the dogs' boxes in the backyards. I mean, we already got it every year because they're cutting down this mountain and shit, messing with this mountain up here, and fracking and blasting all the damn time. They're chasing these timber rattlers down here in people's backyards down here in South Carterville. There's their pets are getting bitten and shit. People going down in the basement to wash their clothes, and rattlesnakes sitting down there watching them. I mean, you mess with their habitat, they're gonna come to your habitat. Then not the turkey hunters too. That big for these turkey. It seems like they're killing off the deer. Every year they're coming up with a different disease for the deer. They're trying to thin out the population. And I heard that it's the damn insurance agencies that's trying to wipe out the deer because of all the high um, traffic hits on deers and shit, turn-ins on the deer, whatever. So it's on the insurance companies that's having all the deer population wiped out. I mean, that shit's unbelievable. Humans, humans. I don't know. Hope y'all are safe. We're safe. We're trying to be safe when we can. Don't know why they let poison snake go like that. I'll never understand that shit. There's other things they can turn loose. If they're going to play God and turn shit loose, I mean, why's it got to be something poisonous that can potentially harm whoever's walking up through there? I mean, it's just not cool. And they're going to find a den in the fall. They're going to come down right into your basement, into your house, into your cars and shit. I mean, they're going to go somewhere. They got to hibernate. They got to den up. And that's just what happens. That's usually when people get bit, when it's starting to get cold, when they start coming in. What's going on, Karen? Good to see you joining us. So-called Forest Ninjas. He's in the house. He's social. They brought coy dogs in PA to keep deer no down insurance. Yeah, coy dogs. What the hell is that? You said it, that. You said it all. Stupid is and stupid does, and humans are just doing some stupid shit. Even me, we're all doing some stupid shit. I always get myself in stupid shit. But I guess the fun part of it is getting your ass out of it, out of the stupid shit that you get into. That's the fun part of life. Figure out how you getting out of that shit. Treehouse, I think. I was thinking about that too. Disappearing and just hitting the forest, 200 miles inside of a forest somewhere and build a big ass treehouse and survive out there. But you just get lonely out there and then fuck around and starve yourself to death or just start a forest fire out there. Something bad happen. It's just with my luck. Yeah, I ain't doing it. I don't know why they're doing it, Gary, but I know they're definitely doing it. They're definitely doing it. We need to all gain some peace and kindness to mankind. You're right, Tim. But Karen asked, where's hibernating bats are supposed to be? They're supposed to be underground in holes and shit like that. right, pay it forward, and that's sad. Brian, it's better than it was. I can't complain. It really is. Life is a lot better than it was. I'm good, pretty much. I'm finally in a little system where I'm working and going hitting the woods during the day and shit. Coming home, sleeping for a couple hours, getting up, hitting work, hitting the woods. It's peaceful. Where did what come from? The bats? How about finding an island? Kathy, I'm coming to your island. I need to find because I mean I do like it. I love the island scenery and the palm trees and all that good shit and the coconuts. But I don't think I would want to do that shit for a long period of time. And then you got tsunamis and hurricanes and when the ocean floods, you're SOL. You're effed. I don't want to be in that predicament when 100-foot wave come over your little piece of land and just take you out to sea. Man, right, Tim? I've been pretty laid back lately. I've been pretty cool. For under the circumstances with everything going on, we're all going through the same shit. We're doing good. We're hanging in there. We're all going stir crazy. It's like we got cabin fever and shit. Everybody itching to get outside. It seems like when you can't go anywhere, that's when you want to go somewhere. When you can and you're able to get up and go somewhere, it's like, nah, I'm cool. I'm just gonna stay at home. You don't even want to go nowhere. I think it's just the thought that you can't go nowhere. You're not allowed to go nowhere, and that's what drives you crazy. House arrest would be a bitch. It really would. House arrest would be nuts. That's what I've been doing, Karen. Hitting the woods by myself, being safe. If I get anybody sick, I'll be getting myself sick. So I've just been sneaking off into the woods, hitting that forest, hiking through it by myself, and seeing what happens. And that's probably what I'm going to be doing until this shit's over with. Just getting away, sneaking off by myself, hitting the forest, and keep doing it. Keep doing it that way. It seems like I'm getting more activity out there while I'm out there creeping through there alone. They don't mind hanging out and walking around me, that's for sure. But there's going to be a lot more solo videos out there coming up in these next, at least while we're in this what they call the pandemic, the corona. That's how I have to look at it too, Karen. I think so too. Up in Bigfoot land mostly, I got that same feeling. Right, Jack? I see. That would fucking terrify me. To have somebody put a snake in your bed like that. Wow. Man, that reminded me of something. I got in bed one night. I come home from work. I worked at a steel mill for 12 years. I come home. It was like 4 in the morning. I worked all night. I got into bed. As soon as I got in and pulled the covers up, I felt something furry on my feet. Like, what the fuck is that? So I started poking it, and it squeaked. It squealed. So I was gone. I flew up, almost did a backflip up off the bed, flew the covers back, and a freaking bat come flying up at me. It's flocking around the room, squeals, squawking. Like, how does bat get in my damn bedroom? That bat freaked me out. It was touching me. It was on my feet. And that's why when I went into that cave and I seen all them bats, I freaked. It's because I got that little thing about bats. When ever since I had that thing in my bed poking on my feet and shit, I can't mess with bats. They look like little foxes with wings, and they look like they can jack you up if they want to. I want as far away from bats as I can. Definitely. That night in the cave, Fred just wanted to lay there and have a smoke break while they're 6 inches in our face. Like, man, let's get up out of here. We'll sit down and talk about this shit. I ain't playing with no damn bats. I ain't doing this. He's dropping dive bombing on my head and shit. That was a bad night. You woke up with a possum in your bed. Oh, that would have. Oh shit, man. That'd have been like a vampire from that point on. I'm getting me a freaking casket with a lock on the inside coming in. There ain't nothing coming in my bed. No, never again. Shit, that'd be all she wrote. Wake up and there'd be a possum sitting on your chest, smiling with them rows of teeth, that big oversized rat face. That'd be frightening as shit. You pet bats, fuck that. I mean, see, you got me. I don't play with bats. We found a nest of 14 plus. Damn, 14 babies running around. That'd be. Them possums are scary as shit. I don't mess with them. They don't even gotta curl their teeth to show their teeth. They just turn around, and look at you, and their teeth already out. Rows of them all the way around. Just go ahead, come on. Look. It's like they taunting you and shit. Come a little bit closer. I hear you, Jack Black. You're right. Bigfoot could snap me in 50 pieces at one swap. And I'm worried about that damn bat. But you don't look at that. You don't think of it like that because Bigfoot really ain't that. I mean, he can be. They can be. It depends on how you. It seems like 99% of all researchers got that built-in respect for him. I don't even think half of them realize that they got it. But there's rules in the going in there. They do shit that you know when it's time to go. You go in there pushing your limits too much, too far, you're going to get your feelings hurt. They're going to grab you, and it's not going to be good. But when you're going in there and you're listening to your inner voice, and when your inner voice tells you to go, that's usually them saying, "Hey, you had enough. It's time to go." They start hitting you with rocks and shit. You don't take that hint to back out, then that's on you. That's your ass. They will get that ass too. Karen, I've seen them a few times, a lot. This year, I think I only seen one this year. Last year at Sheila's World was amazing. I seen, oh my, Sheila's World was nothing I've ever. These creatures was different from the normal Bigfoot that I'm used to messing with up here on Bigfoot land and shit. They're all the ones I'm used to is like all black face, black, the cone heads. These things over Sheila's World, they were totally different. They didn't have hair on their face at all. This woman, this old lady Bigfoot was kept poking out her. Every time Sheila would say, "I'm here," she was on the wood line and she kept poking up out the woods and like make some kind of I ain't gonna make the sound, but make some kind of sound to her and like acknowledge that she's answering Sheila. And I look at her. She looked just like an old woman, no hair on her face, like an Indian woman, but she had like hair coming around the sides of her face. She had hair coming down her chest, afro. I mean, it was totally different, like a Neanderthal type of, like a pre-human. That's exactly what they look like out there. To where they're more apish, like over here in Bigfoot land. Like it's hard to explain, but there's different species. I definitely witnessed different. I don't know if it's cousins of each other or what, but they're different. They're totally different. Totally different. I can't wait to go back to Bigfoot land because they act different. We was in a boat. They was throwing boulders out at us, and they were trying to sink our boat. They was throwing boulders right a foot in front of our boat, trying to drop our boat. Man, Cal jumped out the boat, grabbed the rope, and was pulling me with the boat up the damn creek, trying to get away from it. It was a scary ass night out there at Sheila's World. That was a long night of Sheila's World. But we got a lot of footage, a lot of crazy experience out there. A lot of sightings, a lot of sightings. Every one of us seen something out there, especially by the spring. It kept going back and forth from the spring to the trails, from the spring to the trail. I don't know if it was the same one or if they switching up, but they kept going back and forth from the spring to the trail, from the spring to the trail. Jeffrey's your message. I said, they're taking Graham to the hospital. She can't breathe. I'm about to see what's going on. Everybody knows she on, man. I said, all right, Bigfoot World. I hate to cut this short, but it looked like a mercy just came up. I'm about to see what's going on and this shit. Until then, Bigfoot World, stay tuned for the next crazy ass adventure and hope all ends well with this trip because who knows what's going to happen. I don't know what's going on yet. You guys know about it as much as I do. How Sheila's doing, I have no idea. But all right, Bigfoot World, it's time for me to run. You guys see what's going on. But until then, stay tuned for the next one, Bigfoot World. Thanks for hanging out and with this Friday Night Live. I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on with my gram on the next video, guys. Stay tuned for the next one.